Hello friends, welcome back to this series of tenses. So today we will learn that is present continuous tense part 3. So in this part we will learn which time we can use the present continuous tense. So if we use this tense on that time, then it will be wrong. So in part 2, we have already learned which situation we can use this tense. But in today's video, we will learn that is we can't use. But if we use, our sentence will be wrong. And when we can communicate others, so they can understand, so our conversations will be wrong. So we have to remember it in our mind. So I hope that you have already understood. Just only remember that is we have to avoid these mistakes as we will learn. Okay, so don't be worried. Don't worry, and just stay with me and let's get started. No more talking. Okay, so here we can see that is only to this, that is in these situations we can't use the present continuous tense. So in this sentence, so I have divided two sections, and only these two sections, because these are common. So only these two sections we can't use. So for example, in permanent, we are watching that is I am living in Japan, but it's in permanent and it's in present simple tense. So you can't use it because you are living there, but it indicates that is in a short period, but you have just started right now and you will live there last forever. It doesn't mean you live there in a true general. You have started. When have you started? We don't know. So it's in permanent. So in this tense, I'm living in Japan, it will be wrong. So we have to use the present simple tense, or you can say present indefinite tense. So on this situation, we can inform it as present continuous tense. So I hope that is you have already understood. So we know that is this sentence is wrong. We can't use it. I'm living in Japan. It definitely wrong. And then we are watching that is I'm working at ABC company. Yes, but some meaning if you are say you have just started from now on, so you can say it, then it will be correct. But you are working there and it's true, on that situation it will be wrong. Okay, so I hope that you have understood. So in this permanent situation, this is also wrong. But don't forget, if you use that you have just started and will you finish their that company's work, on that situation you can use I am working at ABC company. It won't be wrong. But only for permanent, only for general situation, when we gradually use it. So on this situation, it doesn't exist. Okay, so I hope that is you have already understood. So these two sentences are wrong on this situation during the present continuous tense. Okay, so now we can have another look. So here we have already finished this section 1. Now we will see this section 2. So here we are watching that is stative verbs. So what are the stative verbs? Stative verbs means a state or action. Okay, so it can mean your feelings, your emotions, your possessions. Okay, so it can be your feeling, your possession. Okay, so I hope that is you have already understood. So here we can see that is we can see I am knowing the answer. Is it correct? No. Even though the ing has added with the verb 1 during the present continuous tense, but it isn't correct. Do you know? Because no is stative verb. So in this situation, it's wrong. So we can't use it in there. So it will be wrong. We can't use it. I am knowing the answer. It wrong. Then we are watching that is he is understanding the topic. Yes, because he is understanding the topic, but most of the conversation people gradually use understand. He understands the topic. They don't say he is understanding the topic because understanding is a you can say stative verb. Okay, but some meaning, not some meaning, it's directly stative verb, which feels like this what you are feeling right now. Okay, so in this situation it can indicate your emotion or what do you think. Okay, so it is wrong because understand is stative verb, so we can't use here during the present continuous. So it is wrong. It is wrong. He is understanding the topic. And now we are watching that is they are remembering the formula. Is it correct? No, because remember is stative verb. So during this stative verb means state. So we can't use here because remember means that is your emotions or you want to think something. So in this situation, remember can be like action or another verb. It will be stative verb. Okay, action, but during the present continuous, it's stative verb. So it can be, you can say they're remembering the formula. So it is wrong. They are remembering the formula. It's wrong. Then we're watching that is, are you needing help? So need, so just remember something that is your opinion, your emotions, your feelings, okay, your possessions, or something has your own in your hands. So in this situation, that is called stative verbs. So only on stative verbs we can't use it in during the present continuous tense. So similarly here we can see that is, are you needing help? So need and want. Need and want is common stative verbs. These are two common stative verbs. Okay, so we can't use here, are you needing help? So if you use here in this period or in this time, then it will be wrong. It won't be minor mistake, but it will be huge mistake. Okay, so we can't use it here. So it will be wrong. Are you needing help? Are you needing help? We can't use. You can say, do you need help? Then it will be wrong during the present simple tense, but you can't use here. So I hope that you have already understood these two sections. So only these two sections we can't use the present continuous tense. Now we will watch that is, what are the stative verbs. Then you will understand it correctly. So here we are watching that is so we have written some common stative verbs. There are more, but we have to just know the common. So no problem. We will learn it later. Okay, so here we can see stative verbs, that is like, want, taste, appear, believe, hate, smell. Okay, so not this, there are more, but we have just written some words. So on these verbs, you can't use the present continuous tense, and it can be the correct. So let me give you an example. So then you can understand what does it mean. So here that is like, because like is a stative verb. If you say I am liking this show, it won't be the correct, because like indicates your emotion, your feeling, or it can be indicate your opinion. So for example, you have visited somewhere and you are watching a movie, anything, and suddenly you have shade that is, I am liking this show. It will be wrong because it indicates your feelings, your emotions, or your opinion. Okay, if you say want is a huge mistake. So if you say I am wanting this paper, it will be wrong. And what about the taste? Oh, I have forgotten something to explain you. But some birds, even though some stative birds, but generally some birds, even though they are stative birds, we can use those birds by adding ing, and we can use them in present continuous tense, but not often. Sometimes. So we can say 10%. but 90% it will be stative verbs. The example like that is taste. Okay, test is a kind of verb, that is I am tasting this soup, but it will be correct some meanings but not often. Then we are watching appear, so on this verb we can't use. Then believe, then hate, then smell. There are more stative verbs, but these are common stative verbs. So I hope that is you have already understood. Don't be panicked. So we have just looked that is which situations we can't use the present continuous tense. But if you suddenly use if you suddenly use in a hurry, so it will be won't be minor mistake. Please don't be mind. It will be huge mistake. So we have to remember it. But we shouldn't be panicked because it doesn't disturb us, but we have to remember. So we are learning this lesson to clarify the rules, and by this way you can understand which verbs we can't use during the present continuous tense. So I hope that you have already understood our today's topic, and I have divided these sections to understand you, and also I have written the verbs that is you can get it very well. So we have understood these all sentences are wrong. These all sentences are wrong, so we can't use this. In all situations, we can't use this during the present continuous tense. So I hope that you have already understood. Just remember this stative verbs, then it will be correct and you will never use it. So I hope that you have already understood, and today's video is finished. So if you like this video, just follow, share, and follow my video, and also comment. Okay, so have a good day. Bye bye everyone.